Hi kids, Miss Barbara here. I hope you're doing great. I miss you. I wanted to put another video out for you to look at and do a little learning with me. And I want to just say hi to you. Hi Annie, hi Ellie, hi Colton, hi Gage, hi Lane, hi Megan. I wanted to start today by looking at our calendar. Remember, every month we put our calendar on the wall, and it was a new month a couple of weeks ago. So I put up the new pieces on the calendar for this month. This month is April, and it says April here, and there's a little critter here that goes with it. It's a snake. April is one of the months in the spring season. Remember, we have 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. And April's in spring, which is why it has a flower here. And I also have the season marker here, which is a flower. The weather shows sometimes rainy, sometimes sunny and cloudy. That's what April will be like. And then all the days for April that you guys always help me put up. I had to do it by myself. I missed having you here to do it. It started with 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember how that goes? Here's Annie and Ellie's birthday. It was on the 7th. They turned 5. My birthday was 2 days later in April. Here's an Easter egg, so that shows you that was Easter. This day here is Earth Day. It's a holiday that we just think about how important our Earth is, and a lot of people do important things for the Earth on Earth Day, like plant trees. So that's something that people can do on Earth Day. In April, we were going to be doing Adventures of the Human Body, and one of the activities that we did before that you've already done with me was the Flip Flap Body Book. And I showed you how food, when it comes into our mouth, what it does when it goes through our body. It goes down our food tube and our throat into our stomach, and then starts to break up. And it helps our bodies, giving us energy and nutrients when it starts to break up inside our body. And then the stuff that our body can't use, the parts of the food that aren't helpful, end up working through the body, and then they come out of the body when we go to the bathroom. So we did that activity already. Another one that we would be doing this month would be about something called the Healthy Eating Plate. And I want to have the camera come in and show you this fun map. So this is a map of the United States that comes with this unit, and it's all food on there, if you can see it. This is the shape of the United States, and all the states are a different kind of food. Colorado is oranges. Utah is strawberries. Annie and Ellie have family in Utah. Florida is all apples. That's where Megan used to live. California has lots of green things. There's artichokes, broccoli, green beans, Brussels sprouts. So those are all the states with a fun kind of food in the shape of that state. So we're going to be talking about healthy food and healthy eating during this video today. This is the regular map of the United States, right? And remember our world map? The United States is right here, the green one. And so that piece right there is what I was showing you on this one and this one, okay? So we're going to go to the table, and I'm going to show you an activity that you have called My Healthy Eating Plate. You guys have, and you can do this when we're done with the video today, a large piece of white paper that has 2 circles and some shapes on it. I've already colored a lot of mine, and I'm going to finish coloring it for you today and show you what we're going to do with it. But let's look at this part here first. This one is what came in the book, and it was colored this way, which is how I knew how I wanted to color it. And this is a picture of a plate, right? And the plate has 4 different sections in it, and we're going to talk about those. And then this part here is the cup or the glass or something that comes on the side of the plate. We are going to color this section red, and it says fruits. This section that's green says vegetables. This section that's orange says grains, and this section that's purple says protein. The last section here over on the side says dairy. So you also have 2 pieces of paper with lots of foods on them. We're going to put those on your big picture in just a minute. I'm going to explain that. But I want you to color your 4 sections. I'm going to color the last one now. One easy way to color without going out of the lines too much is to start on the outside of your shape and kind of color it in pieces like this. And once you get the whole outside kind of colored, you can fill in the middle a lot easier without coloring off and out of the lines. So I'm going to try to quickly color my outsides of this top piece here that's not been colored yet, and then fill it in with my red. So you're going to want to get out all your crayons when you're ready to do this and pick those 5 colors: red, green, orange, purple, and blue. And then maybe a color to go around the outside of your plate. I picked yellow, which is what they had on the book picture, but you could pick any color you want to go around the outside of your plate and around the outside of this piece. Okay, so once that's been colored, you're going to start coloring these sheets with all these foods on them. You'll know what most of those are, but if you don't know what one of them is, you can ask your mom or dad. I already colored several from this sheet, and I've already cut them out over here. We're going to glue those on today. I want to just show you how I'm going to color one more here with you and then cut them out and put them on. So I'm going to color this one, which is a fruit, obviously. Why don't you think about what fruit that is? And while I'm coloring, let's talk about fruits. Think about some fruits that you like. I'm thinking of grapes, strawberries, apples, bananas, peaches, yum, love those, oranges, kiwi, a lot of the fruits we have at school, right? So that's one more fruit that I've colored, and I'm going to cut out those 2 pieces. I colored them the color that they should be colored. Grapes, of course, could be green or purple or kind of red. The bread that's down below the grapes here, I colored brown, and then this muffin. You can see that as I cut them out, you don't have to cut them out all the way close to the piece. I cut a circle around them. It'd be too hard to cut them out perfectly along the edges. So you can kind of just cut around them like this to glue on to your large poster. So those are all my pieces that I'm going to glue on. I do want to show you that on this plate, the greens and the reds together take up one whole side of the plate. So those are fruits and vegetables. And what that means for me is if I want to be eating healthy, I'm going to fill up half of my plate with fruits and vegetables every time I eat. And then the other half of the plate are for grains and protein, and then this spot up here for dairy. So fruits and vegetables are things we grow, usually in the ground, but also on trees and shrubs and plants. All those fruits I mentioned grow in the ground or on a tree. Vegetables are the same way. Think about some vegetables that you like. Spinach, lettuce, broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, cucumbers, tomatoes, asparagus. I love vegetables. I love fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to fill my plate, half of my plate with those, and I'm going to glue those on right now, some of those. So of these ones that I colored here, I haven't colored them all, but just some of them, I'm going to pick the fruits and vegetables. Carrots, right? That's a vegetable. I'm going to put the glue on the paper here and then put my picture right on top. That keeps it a little neater than trying to put the glue on each piece. A fruit would be my grapes, so that's going to go in this section. Now I want to talk about proteins. Proteins are not fruits and vegetables, and they don't normally grow, although a couple of them do. Normally they have to do with animals. So meat is protein. We might eat a hamburger or chicken or steak or ham on a ham sandwich, turkey. Those kinds of things are protein, and our body needs protein to be strong and have energy. But there's other kinds of protein that are not coming from the big animals, like even fish is a protein. That's another type of animal. But things that come from animals like eggs. A lot of you like eggs. I like eggs. I eat them in the morning or at lunch. Eggs are great protein. Also, dairy products that come from animals have protein, like milk, yogurt, ice cream. And then some things that grow that give you protein would be beans and nuts and different things in that category. There's something called lentils and beans, not green beans, but kidney beans and pinto beans and refried beans. Those all have protein, and all kinds of nuts. Nuts are good for you too. They grow on trees, and those have good protein. So proteins are going to go in the purple section, and my proteins down here, several of these things have protein, but I'm going to glue on the meat. This is a picture of steak, and I'm going to glue that on there in the protein section. So again, that purple one says protein. The grains section, oh, my eggs are protein too. I'm going to put those in there too. The grains section is about things that are made with wheat and other grains. Wheat grows in the ground. A farmer might have a big field where he's planted wheat, and then they harvest and pick the wheat and they make it into flour, and then the flour makes bread, muffins, cookies, cakes, cereal, pasta, noodles. All of those things come from grains. So in addition, we also have rice, and we have things like quinoa and farro and amaranth. You might not know all of those words, but those are grains that are good for us, that go into things like breads, and we put them on our plate to serve with meat and vegetables, maybe our rice or our quinoa. So my picture of grains would be this loaf of bread and this muffin, and I'm gonna put that on here. This picture is of cheese. That's a dairy product. Anything that comes from milk, and cheese is made from milk. Yogurt, ice cream, milk, cheese. That's what I'm thinking of right now. They go up here in the dairy section. So I'm going to make a spot for that. Cheese also has good protein. This picture is candy. We all love sweets and things that aren't that good for us, that might not go on our healthy eating plate, but we can still eat them once in a while. So I'm going to glue that off the plate somewhere, and you can do that with the rest of those pictures. Glue them somewhere on your paper, but not on the plate, and that's to show that we can have them in little bits, just not a lot of them. We can't eat a lot of candy or a lot of cookies and still be healthy. So our healthy eating plate will have all the healthy foods on the plate and on the part for the cup, and then the sweets and such off on the side. And I wrote in colorful letters, Miss Barbara's Healthy Eating Plate. And I want you to write your name and write healthy eating plate. Maybe get some colorful markers, or you can write it with your pencil if you want. And when you're all done and all your foods are on there, maybe you can hang it up in the kitchen or in your bedroom and show the family that you understand all of what goes into eating healthy. That's it for today. I'm going to have one other video for you on our human body theme, which is going to be about teeth. And you have some work in your packet on healthy teeth, and we'll do that on another video. For now, I'll say goodbye. I really am thinking about you all, and I hope you're doing great, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.